Hmm. Hello everyone. We should be live now, hopefully. I'm still setting a few things up. The stream isn't actually starting for another 15 minutes, but we have it up and running in case anyone arrives. I hope the music is okay. Don't know if it's too loud or too low. Turn up a little bit here, maybe somewhere around there. Hopefully that works well. I'm gonna open my stream here on another tab as well, just so I can see the chat. I haven't still not figured that out properly. So I'm gonna have that open here on my phone. If we can get this to work, that is. Let's see. There we go. Let's see, 1 2 1 2. Can we hear that there? There we go. Let's see, 1 2 1 2. That seems okay. I hope the latency isn't too bad. I'm gonna push this out as well so we can get this up and running. Also moving some notes around because I forgot to save it in the right document, and seeing as I kind of want you to see all this stuff, I'm trying to fix it. Cause yeah, see, there are some things here I forgot to put in. I think most of it is actually here. I know I've forgotten to put in like legendary actions and stuff like that, or legendary resistances rather. I'm pretty sure, but I can push that in here in a little bit. I think I even have it written down exactly how I want it to work somewhere. I might just, you know, copy it in. Let me see if I can find it. No. Did I forget to do that? Maybe I did. That's not a problem. Oh. I'm also just gonna quickly push this up on Facebook and everywhere and all that jazz. So we will see if we find some people live to join us here today. Let's post it like that. That should work. Let's see if this works. Yeah, so what are we doing today? Well, we are we are fixing these monsters. Some of these you might have seen. Oh, that's a big gap. We don't need that there anymore. These are my glittering critters, I guess I called them, on the video the other day that we uploaded on Monday, of course, for Monster Monday. So we're gonna take these creatures. I have some dragons here as well for this. This is where we've forgotten to put something in called legendary resistances, and that's 3/day. I can't remember the exact wording, so instead of messing it up, I'm actually gonna I'm actually just gonna find this how it's worded, because then I don't need to do it myself. Let's see, we do CR1 monster. Hello Tal, nice to see you too. You might tell me how is the volume today on the music, the background music? Is it too high, too low? It's hard for me to tell. Hopefully it's not too high, hopefully it's not too low. Hopefully it's, what do you say, just right, as little, well, I can't remember what her name is now. Oh, there we go. Now we have it. There we go. We're just stealing that from websites because I don't remember the wording. Again, we're technically not starting for another 10 minutes. I'm just porting some stuff in from my text documents so we can have them and actually do the thing. What is the thing? Well, we are gonna take these creatures and port them in here to home brewery, just to make it kind of this document look nice and clean, because this Gilded Beast here, or Glittering Beast, or Gilded Beast, I haven't decided a final name yet, truly, is gonna be the big free drop for April, meaning that over on our Patreon, at Hanoi Creature on Patreon, we are gonna do a fairly large drop for monsters this month. We're gonna have somewhere around, oh, that's the wrong one. We're gonna have somewhere around, maybe, I think it's gonna end up around, let's see, let me count, that is 3, 7, so maybe 10 plus monsters just themed around this whole thing of jeweled creatures, like eating treasure and camouflaging themselves as treasure in some ways. I'm not sure about the dragons yet. I might change the camouflage. They're still gonna eat treasure, so that's kind of the whole shtick, but I still kind of have the camouflage just to melt in, because that's kind of cool. So yeah, so things like these ones, the young gilded dragons. Oh, why did I copy that twice? That's not what I meant to do. Let's move that away. Yes, that's the one. And this is the wormling. Oh, shit. So we're gonna put that text up, and let's grab the adult one. I have too many documents. I really need to start organizing this stuff much better. I never do. Then we're gonna do this, I think. Where do we have him? Here he is. We need to go over all of these again later on here, just to see so all the text is right, of course. There's probably a ton of stuff I missed on some of these as well. So now we have the adult one, adult gilded dragon. Now we just need to port in the ancient one as well. Then sort of we're sort of ready to go after that, and we will look over all of these creatures together before we start porting them in. And stuff like that as well. There we go. Just so you guys sort of know what we are looking at, what we are working with, and all that jazz. See here, I need to change this. Why am I doing it that way? We can do it doing grammar check. That one we ignore. That one we accept. Pretty sure I have forgotten. Yes, see here. I've forgotten to put in the friggin' tail attack. I knew it. I thought so. But I do have that. So it should be tail. No, not tail. He's not telling you a tail. He's doing a tail attack. And that's a melee weapon attack. It's obvious plus 11 as well to hit. Reach, though, as it is the tail, it is 15 feet. Not /1. I was actually thinking of maybe doing that as you can hit 2 targets within 5 feet of each other. I think we're gonna do that. Reach 5, so we can have up to 2 targets within 5 feet of other. Because it's supposed to be a sweep attack, right? Like, it kind of makes more sense. I'm gonna go over the ancient and the golden monarch for that as well, so it says the same thing. Because I kind of, yeah, I think that's more intuitive for it. Let me see. So that is, yeah, +6, right? Why is this? Why did I put this? Shouldn't be +8. Why would that be +8 for damage? I'm gonna use its strength for answer. It should be +6. You need to recalculate this. It is to hit, though this is 8 2d8 +6 +6. Damn it. So what is that? That is 4.5 times 2 +6. That is 15 on average. Let's double check these then. 3.5 plus 3.5 is 7 +6, so 13. Yeah, that should go down to 13. There's what? 5.5 plus 5.5 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. It should just be. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Am I stupid? 5 point. No, yeah, it's 11 plus 6. How the fuck am I counting? 11 plus 6 is 17. There we go. I don't know what I was thinking there. I'm gonna do a quick spread here as well. Let's see if we can get some. But wrong one. That's not what I wanted to do. Sorry. Someone asked for the stream, so I'm gonna try and send that away, so we can get some more people in. Because I should. Can I do this? What happens if I do that? I don't know. I don't know if that works. We put it in there. I'm trying to get this a little bit more engaging. Okay, so we had a tail attack. We need to double check everything because I might have messed some stuff up. Yeah, see here. This should be +8. We should take that down to 19. Right, let's put that. Yeah, +8. So this all of these should go down by 2 pretty much. So that is 15. Did I do something wrong here? This is the average, right? Let's check CR monsters. Yeah, lots of dragons today. We are just doing some double checking before we actually start porting them out to the right thing. So that we have that there. So let's go over this. We are the ancient one, checking so everything is right. We don't have the legendary resistances. I forgot to put them in as well. Didn't we just put them in somewhere? Here. So these are gonna be on all the major ones here as well, so we have that there. We need it on the ancient one as well, of course, and on the adult one too. But yes, we were gonna check that the little hello Lazy Rab LC, nice to see you here. We are double checking some monsters here for our dragons. Yes, dragons, fancy for sure. I mean, they're very fancy. They're all gilded dragons, like made of gold and shit. I guess they're kind of super fancy. How's the volume for the music? Please let me know if it's too loud or too low or something like that, just so I can fix that in case we need it. So we are gonna switch this for the tail attack because I want that to be able to hit more. I think we're also gonna set on the ancient one, it is gonna be 3 targets instead of 2. Let's think about this actually. So there's multi-attack, 1 fair and there, so 3 attacks. So no, we're gonna keep that as 2. That means like you're probably gonna use the bite and claw over the tail, but the tail is still there and you can still sort of multi-attack with the tail as the DM. And I don't know, I kind of like that idea. There we go. Oh, I want to double check something. Yeah, that is, I don't know why I have changed these to the wrong setting, because this should be lowered by 2 as well, so this should be 9. See, this is why you always double check your shit before you actually publish something, which to be honest I forget a lot anyway, but that's kind of a good thing about live stream though. You kind of force yourself to do this. Did we change that? Let me check. No, we did not. I could have fucking counted that. What is 4.5 plus 4.5 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. So yeah, 18. For those of you who don't know, I like to calculate the average here. You just half this times it with whatever hit die you have. So the average on D8, right, is 4.5. So times 2 and equals 9. Then plus 9 equals 18. That's how you do your average. Hello there, Tim. Welcome back. Nice to see you here again. Always good to see you around. Do let me know if the music in the background is too loud or not. I'm still trying this stuff out with live music here. So hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully it's not too quiet either, to be fair. I think that was the major parts I wanted to double check. We're gonna double check the adults here as well. So that should be 666. Yes, let's go over the young one. 4. Yes, that is right. He does not have a tail attack. I'm not sure that he's gonna have 3 attacks though. Is that okay? What does most young have? Let's see. Oh, white young. Yeah, they do have 3 attacks. Probably why I put it in then. See? Check your stuff. It's always good. But he does not have the extra breath. We're gonna go over these creatures because they have not been published yet. So I assume that some people might want to see what they have. Don't know if I'm gonna change this up a little bit, maybe. Nah, I think that's okay. No resistances there. Plus, no, see, that should be plus 2. I know what I did here. I think I had this at 16 first, but I don't know. Yeah, that's a little bit much. This one is more dexterous though as well, so I guess could work. But so let's do this one. So what we have 5.5 plus 2, so that is equals 7.5. Then you round that up, so you round that to 8. Damage, for those who doesn't know, we always round damage up, not down. When it's attack damage like this, we round saves and stuff like that to the nearest, then we round down. I don't know what that is, it's just what it is. But let's take a look at these. So we had the Gilded Wormling, the youngest one then of the sort. Oh, see, I forgot to change that. He should be medium. Medium, yes, therefore I forgot to do this. The rest here is good. So let's do this math here. So let's see, and just so under this here, by the way, this plus here, that is from this, and I knew I wanted to land around 40 to 50. We can calculate it other ways as well, but so we have 8 split on 2, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 4.5. Then we times that with 6, right? And that is what? Get me my calculator. I don't want to do that in my head. Times 6. That is 27, right? Then 18. How did we get 18? Well, that's 6 times con. So times 3, and that is 18. And then we take 18 plus 27, and that is 45, right? Yes. So pretty much smack dab in the middle where we wanted to be. Easy peasy. There's other ways to do that. You can do it backwards as well, of course. How is that you do that again? So let's say we want 45, right? Let's say we want 45. That's what we want to land on. So to do this easy, we want 45. To get that, we can do this. We take our 4.5, the mid of this, plus our constitution modifier. So that is 7.5. So we take 45 divided by 7.5, and that is what? 45 divided by 7.5, and yeah, that is exactly 6. That's how we got this number. Okay, obviously if so you just have like a target number you want to get to, and then that's how you calculate that. Now I did not come up with that solution myself. That I got that from Angry DM, I think it was that posted that. That's where I learned it at least. Well, that's sort of what we want to land on. So that's what we have here. We have forgotten to put in our efficiency. That is +2. Spelling, yay, always good. Pretty standard stats for like wormlings, not too high, not too low. It's just a CR3 creature, but it's just like the creatures here that you might have seen on the video the other day. Let's see, is this working? Can you hear me? One second. Yeah, that seems it's a little bit delayed, but not too much. That's just what I wanted to check. So that means you can hear me. Good. Yeah. So all of these have some sort of camouflage tied to like riches. So statue. The dragons all can be sort of statues. So motionless, yada yada. While motionless, blah blah blah. Indistinguishable from a golden statue by sight or touch. Eat treasure to maintain this camouflage, sort of. And I think this is a great thing as well, just the eating of treasure. When I started this one for the dragons, so these ones I wanted to do the eating of treasure to sort of mess with your players, right? So the beetle here, he consumes 1 coin per day, so not a big deal really, the highest domination. denomination within 5 feet. If it consumes a coin, roll a d4 at dawn. On a 1, one more beetle is created adjacent to it. So basically, they multiply and eat more and more coins. This is sort of like your players get treasure, one of them gets a coin, and then eventually they don't have no coins no more. They just have a bunch of beetles, and then they will probably attack them. That was sort of the idea here. Sort of similar here to consume players' treasures. But now when I did this to the dragons, I feel this is more... I think, yes, it's to maintain the camouflage ability, yes. But it also kind of makes sense, right? Why the fuck does dragons steal treasure? To me, it's always been a little bit wonky that they just... Oh, I want to look at the glittery shit. Sure, I mean, that's fine as well. But I kind of just... I assume they probably eat the shit as well, right? Like, makes sense to me. So the breath weapon for these is kind of fun. So it's called Midas Breath. You probably can figure out sort of what it does just by the name of it. The wormling ones aren't that bad. It gets worse when we get to the younger and higher, but we'll look at this first. It exhales a cone of shimmering gold dust in a 15-foot cone. Each creature in the area must make a Constitution saving throw or be restrained. The restrained target can make another at the end of its turn, ending the effect on itself if successful. Right? Again, they have the camouflage here. Just needs to eat more once per week. Then they have multi-attacks here as well. But the Midas Breath evolves as well. Same again, 30-foot cone this time. Constitution saving throw, 13. Should not be 13. Might increase that, we'll see. Or this might be a bit high. Yeah, that's a bit high, I think. I'm gonna put that at 11 instead. Tell you what, I think I had it at 11 before, and then when I made the young one, I might have changed stuff around. Anyway. So on a failed save, the target begins to turn to gold and is restrained. The restrained target must repeat the saving throw at the end of its next turn. On a successful, the effect ends. On a fail, the target becomes petrified into gold until freed by a greater restoration spell or other magic. So this is the Gorgon's sort of petrification breath weapon, sort of yada yada yada. That's why it's called the Midas Breath, right? But and it's not damaging. It is, on the other hand, can be very, very dangerous. And this, I think this can be used really well in a fun little setting, right? Just, oh shit, we are walking through a ruin or something. Someone said they've seen a dragon, they want us to take care of it. And they did just start seeing fucking statues, golden statues of warriors everywhere, in battle poses, some maybe terrified, sort of hinting at this. Then the adult one, again, obviously has the camouflage and treasure eat, again increasing the value that they need to eat. Yeah, also this kind of makes it so that if you put a dragon like this close to a city or town or something, right? It gives it even more incentive to actually, even though they are, I put them as unaligned, because I don't think they have an alignment per se. They want the treasure to eat it, and it gives them more reason to actually go to towns and steal the valuables. Sort of, they don't want to enslave the population or anything like that. They just want their valuable shit, precious metals. Yeah. Maybe I should rebrand that a little bit. Needs to consume precious metals or gems. Because when it says treasure, like, people could argue, oh, so they can eat like paintings and shit. And no, not really, right? Yeah. Needs to consume precious metals and gems of yeah, I think that is actually better. We are gonna do that for all of them. See, this is why it's good to do these streams, because when I talk through this, I need to say these things out loud to myself more often, because that makes more sense. Otherwise, yeah, you could argue that, yeah, treasure, that could be like just a painting or a very nice furniture or shit like that, which these dragons do not care for. They want precious metals and gems. That's what they fucking eat. For sure. Right, let's see. Yes, I think we might add that there as well. So yeah, again, same thing here. Repeat or return to gold. Though these obviously have legendary resistances, it has legendary actions. So nothing really strange. These are just the standard ones. Yeah. And then we have legendary resistances, more. Oh yeah, when it comes to the tail attack here, I decided to do this like this. For those of you that weren't here from the absolute beginning. So they can swipe and hit more than one. Yeah, they can still do more here. Ooh, did we not put in... Adults should have frightful presence, right? I know I have that on the other ones. Let me check. There we go. White. Yeah, they should have frightful presence. So let's add that in as well. We just gonna steal that from the other ones. Oh. I knew there was something else I was missing there. So let's do this. And guys, do not be afraid to steal from established lore. Some shit just makes sense. And then we take this. Obviously we are gonna lower ranges and this and stuff like that. There we go. Frightful presence. Oh, Jesus. Why did that happen? I must have hit something. So this should be 15, right? Something like that. What is it here? 14 even. 19, yeah. I think 15 sounds about right. Yeah. 3 less. Yeah, for sure. It should not be that big, right? How big? They are that even for adults. I thought that was higher. Let's leave it like that then. Now, though, here is where it gets even spicier again, even more. Oh shit! That's why we wanted that copied as well. Sorry. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Copy this. So we have the same everywhere. Yada yada yada. Treasure. Nope, it's not treasure. It wants precious metals and gems. And yeah, I do agree. Like if you say if a town has iron, sure. But the thing is, I'd say that this impacts what camouflage it sort of gets. It wants gold mainly because it wants to be gilded. You could use this and say, oh, this dragon says looks like mithril instead because he's consumed mithril. So yeah, do that and do that with Midas breath as well then. But I think this makes sense. So breath weapon. Ancient one gets 2 instead. You can use one of the following breath weapons. Either molten breath. It exhales molten gold. I've written here because I just think that gold is what it uses. And takes fire damage. This is a line. I think it's sort of like spewing it out more than anything here. And it has the Midas breath as well. Then we have the big one, And this is sort of like a named one of these artifacts, the Golden Monarch. We're gonna look at this as well. You can see here I've already started for the porting part here. This one has this. Now this is a mythical action, sort of. Oh, right, I should write that in. How do we write that? Not mythical trait. Right, mythical or mythic, isn't it? Yeah, just mythic, right? Yeah, mythic. When artifacts is reduced to 0 hit points, it doesn't die or fall unconscious. Instead, its body bursts into brilliant golden flames and regains 200 hit points, becoming engulfed in a burning golden aura for 1 hour. Anyone within 15-foot radius must make a DC 19 Constitution saving throw or take 11 or 3d6 radiant damage on a fail and half as much on a successful. So it's not super high. Again, this is very high level creature, obviously. So yeah, it shouldn't be too high. Might bump it by 1 dice. Yeah, let's bump it by 1 dice. So what is that instead? 3.5 plus 3.5 is 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. So it should have 14 there instead. Yeah, that's fine. It's only 200 hit points, so it's not long. It's probably gonna go down pretty quickly after that. While in this state, it has a resistance to all and can use. No, this was an old one. So all damage. When it first happens, its breath weapon is automatically recharged, however. And that's what we want there as well. So when it goes down to 0, it gets this mythical trait. You might have seen it in some official D&D stuff as well. It's pretty cool, I think. Let me check something. Yes, that is up, that is up. And yeah, resistance to all damage, because it doesn't have resistances otherwise. It's immune to poison, yeah. Obviously it has this. I don't know if it should gain these back. No, that's kind of too much, I think. Frightful presence again. Doesn't that seem like something is wrong there? Yeah. Why haven't I written the whole thing here? Let me see. Alright, that should go up to C19, yeah. Yeah. Again, this has molten as well, even bigger, of course, as it might as. Oh, okay, I haven't fixed that either. I don't know why I forget stuff like this all the time. Exhale. It should be 2. There we go. So here is its mythical actions. So these it gains when this mythical trait happens. The Gilded Resurrection. If Earth access mythical traits active, it can use the options below as legendary actions for 1 hour after using Gilded Resurrection. So it gets some more things. Radiant Claw makes a claw attack. This attack deals an extra 10 radiant damage. Just automatically, no roll, it's just extra radiant damage. Golden Inferno releases a burst of golden fire in a 35 or 30-foot radius around it. Each creature makes a dexterity saving throw or take 10d8 fire damage on a failed. So it just becomes more deadly. It of course has its normal things, but yeah. So this is the start. We are now gonna do some work. We are gonna lift. We're gonna start with the beetle. So in here, this is home brewery. If you don't know what that is, we are gonna do some work here. So this is text editor to make it look nice and pretty. There's different what do you call it? Am I not logged in? Let's log in so I don't forget that. Otherwise my stuff might disappear. So we're gonna log in here. Continue. Continue. No, I might have it on the other one. Where? Is that not my? What? Have I not done this? I only need computers. I don't want. Okay. Yeah. I'll continue. Yeah. Man, do I not have that here? I thought I had this set up already. Let me check. No, apparently not. Okay, sign up then. I thought I had done this already. Apparently not. Yeah, so can I get to where I want to be? Let's see. Login. Yeah, but I'm it says I'm login. Home brewery. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this we can just click create new one. So again, text editor, we are gonna start with a normal one. So, see here? Most of this I kind of know how to do already, but I thought I'd show you sort of how it looks. So, here we write our name, so coin beetle. This one is tiny monstrosity. Silly natural, I like that. Unaligned. Obviously you can just do this as well, and then just patch it in here. You can copy and paste any way you want. If you don't want it to be italic, you can just do that. If you want to do it again, you can just do this, and you have it back on that again. So we want. Why does it say leather armor here? It should not say leather armor there. I need to check my posting later. It should say natural armor. Instead of taking too long, we're just gonna do this like this, and we do that. Same with this, just because this speeds up the process so much. Some things we can do by ourselves, like this. We know this is 15 feet. We have climb 15 feet. Fly 20 feet. 4, that means this is a minus 4, right? Yep. 15, that is a plus 2. Con is 10. That is plus 0. Int 1 minus 5. We're just gonna go and do a few of these, and then we are gonna probably try and build some more monsters for this. So if you have any ideas in the chat, please let me know. We are looking for things like this. I have a few other ideas we're gonna work on as well, so I'll start working on soon. I just wanted to show this sort of off here first. So we're gonna finish the beetle because it's the smallest one, just sort of to show how this will look. And I have a picture we're gonna use and stuff like that as well. So wisdom is 7, that means it's a minus 2. Charisma is a 3, that is a minus 4. Then we have these things, so we just go here. We want the skill instead. That's right, skills. And we have stealth for ours. And that is a plus 2 or plus 4. Sorry, plus 4 because yeah, proficiency. This part I'm doing here right now is not necessary, but I just like having them lined up. It makes it so much easier for me to see. This one has blind sight, not dark vision. So we take this again, just, and he's potty mouth. Very nice. Take a line, language. Now we are gonna have to actually do a new one here. So we do this. Oh, and we want proficiency. Let's copy that, because I apparently never can spell proficiency properly. And then we just do a double colon, and we get that, plop it out, and plus 2. So that's how you do it from scratch. And I mean, you see here, right? If I don't have the colons here, it doesn't line up properly. We want them there. And also show you this. If we take away these lines, see, the little thingy here disappears. So we kind of want that. It looks nicer, right? Well, 1, 2, 3. How was it? Yeah, and if we don't have that parse here, then this becomes black text instead, which we don't want either. So you sort of had to keep it sort of consistent. You learn how to do this after a while. It's not that hard. And we want a 4th here, and that means it's 50 XP. And then we take this, and yeah, I can show off this. So this is why we have these colons and asterisks and everything. So if I just put this in here now, like this, then it just becomes text, right? So first of all, even if I hit an enter, we just get a pushed in line instead. So we put the colon there, that breaks the line for the asterisks. If we just put in 1 like this, it becomes thick it just becomes italic. If we do this, it becomes bold, and if we do a 3rd one, it becomes bold italic. And that's sort of the standard for D&D, right? So we want to keep it consistent. Now we have that. Now we need to do the same thing for the attack. Oh, take the bite, mark that in. Oh, we don't want to. So I can show you. If we take this away, bam. So we want to curve brackets. If we have 1, nothing. We want 2. And then we have our bite. Again, we want 3 for the first one, for the bite here, right? Then we want oh, no, not. We want 1 because we just wanted italic. You can see that here as well, of course. And it's the same hit. So we get it consistent. It's sort of just to make it look like an official sort of D&D document. And here as well, sort of the hashtags. If we have 1, it becomes much bigger. If we have even a bigger one, it becomes very wonky. So 3 for that one, and it can make it even smaller and smaller. That's so basically what that is just your headers and things like that, right? And show you here, if we go down and just put 1 and say hey, looks like that. And if we do, if you just double this from the beginning, right, you get that immediately. And we can do monster, and we do frame, enter, and we get a frame. Now let's just do hey. Yep, looks cool, right? Very easy. And there's other ones in here as well. I can't do frame, I don't think. I've never tried, but I'm gonna do a spell, and just sort of gets you the outline for sort of how spells look. Normally I personally like to do them in the frames as well, so if we want to do that, we can just do edit and do frame. Obviously we can't have that there. We want that here. Oh shit, monster. There. Kind of just looks nicer. Sure, there's other ways to do that as well. I have quite a few things here on home brewery. Sort of spell list. It's just parsed already for you. Very nicely done. Quotes. It's just things that are like, it's just parsed out for to look like official D&D, and then you have wide ones for the big ones. So like the artifacts is obviously going to be in a bigger one later on here, so it looks like that. You have actually covers as well. Oh, I need to do, sorry, well, I'll show you that as well. So that's how you break a page. Now we have a new page, and now we can do a cover here. Just sort of do so. Obviously here you have to parse in your own images and things like that. We are gonna do that up here before we go back to actually building monsters, but I thought I'd show off these inside cover. This is probably one a lot of you have seen before. It's just if you're doing a bigger document, sort of like part 1, yada yada yada. It's one I'm gonna use later. Back cover, yeah, it just looks like official documentation, right? Magic items. Again, I prefer using the box for that one. Artist credit is good to have for your pictures if you have that. Yeah, I don't know, that's pretty much it. There's obviously tons and tons of other stuff you can do here as well. You can put like bottom picture like that, sort of. Obviously again you can just parse in your own image guru. Image guru is the best one to use. That's what we're going to use here. So we want to make an image. Oh, I want this to be see, I think I want that there. Oh, we can take that away first. So we are in the right spot, and I want this image. For now, we're just gonna put it down here. We need to go to imgur. No, sorry. Let's see. Did I not have that one here? I don't know where I put that image. It's not an Imgur anymore. I need to double check. Sorry guys, I might have put it somewhere else. I swear I had it there. Ah, here it is. Ah, crap. That's not the one I want to use. It's the right image, it's just not the right frame here. Oh, I just want an image, I think it is. That's this one I want to remove, right? Nope. So let me do this. Not yes. We don't need this. I think. Where is the quote? That's the part we don't need. Right. I put yes. I can take away this whole thing. See, I don't know this 100% either. You kind of just work around with it. Now we obviously don't want this part here either. Okay, I'm doing this wrong. Let me see if I can make this work. I don't care about cat warrior because now there's a link on that, right? No, it's not. Yeah, okay, I understand now. We just call this coin. It's a tag. Coin. Beetle. There we go. It's just, again, I do all this with Dolly. I can't draw. I don't have any people that can do this for me as of yet either. So, yeah. Let's see. What is it that we're gonna do now? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is sort of how this works. I think it's pretty cool. And obviously you can save it, get a PDF. You can just see how it looks. Okay. Why is that not coming out there? We can just look at it here for now. Was it more that I wanted to show off? Yes, so it is column, right? No. How did we do that again? Let me see. Oh no, I want that there. Now we want to do column break. Yeah, that's what I wrote. I misspelled. So just to show this off as well, I can then just copy this for now, and then yes. So because we're obviously gonna put gem crab on the other side there, and if we put it just here, I'll show you how that looks as well. So if we just continue under here, just parse it out and out and out, and that's not what we want, right? We want them next to each other like this. Always do column break, and I mean it will continue down. Let me just show you this. We can just do just in forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You can even just to show this off, let's just copy this whole thing. Obviously, you shouldn't have it look like this, but I just want to show this off. If we just continue, don't know why that turned that way, but yeah, it's sort of like if you don't do page breaks and column breaks, it just wants it to continue forever, and that's not what we want, right? So let's go up and, well, we can just do this. There we go. Now it looks like we want it again, and then we can continue with that. But I thought, as this is not the most fun thing to watch in the world, we are gonna do more monsters. Do you want to do monsters, or should we try and do... Sorry, I got a message from someone. Yes, so this part here I'm calling critters, the smaller ones. So let's just do this. Glittering critters. And then here we have the no, not there. Sorry, wrong one. We want it here. And we want one as well. That dragons. I want to sort of make a few more lower level creatures here. I think we're gonna do, so we have one there, we have a half, we have a second, so we're gonna do somewhere in the middle here. It's obviously probably not gonna be in the middle name wise, and again here as well, this is not parsed out as alphabetical order or anything like it's going to be once this document is completed as well. Don't know what I'm gonna call this. I'm thinking like a centipede of sorts. Let's just call it a centipede for now. Maybe a shimmering centipede. Yeah, let's call it shimmering for now. Centipede. I think this is a small creature. So we want this small. Oh, well, that looks ugly. I'll do it like this. Small. Just gonna copy it. This is the problem when I'm using 15 different documents all the time. What? No, this. Okay, let's do that. So, okay, there. That's what we want. Yeah. So that's outside. These are in tables for publishing reasons. But for now, we don't care about that when we're just doing this. So, AC. I don't know, like 14 maybe. Natural. Wow, I missed that on these as well, huh? They should all be natural. I really need to check the documents for that later. Natural, because I might have published them as that. Yeah, probably. Natural. I really need to check that because that's kind of embarrassing. 100 natural armor. Hit points, kind of like around 20. Yeah, around 20s, 25 to 30, somewhere around there. I'm gonna do, so we do HP. We're gonna calculate that in a bit. We'll do that together as well, so you can see how that works one more time. But we are gonna give it some stats first. Strength, Dex, Con. 2 tabs is all I use to sort of parse it, for those that want to know. and then we do whiz, charisma, let me do this, copy. Yeah, so stats. Strength, I'm thinking it's not particularly strong, probably a little strong, so I think 12 maybe. So I'm gonna do centipede. It's gonna be poisonous, but it's sort of, it's kind of small though, so you couldn't restrain really, so probably not. We're gonna do 10. Might even be lower than 10 actually. We might look that over later. Dexterity, it is gonna be dexterous though. I think it's gonna have quite a high dex actually. So that is +4. And I think it's not super bulky, but it's gonna have +1. Yeah, it's not gonna be intelligent. Let's just keep it in line. So a -4. Yeah, is wise enough to understand how to use its survival. Also, survival is pretty high, sort of in that sense. It's not charming at all. Let's give it a 5. What is that? -2, -3, -2 or -3? Let me think. My 1 is 5, 2 and 3 is 4, 5 and 6. Oh. 2 and 3 is 4, 4 and 5 is 3, 6, 7 is 2, 8, 9 is 1. Yeah. So now we can actually do this. We sort of want to be between there somewhere, right? So we also know we're a small creature. That means we are a D6. So we know that. We know we have a +1 as well. So now we can actually do some maths. Let's go with half of this. So so 28 sort of is in between here. So then we split this on 3.5. That's 6.5 +1. So split that on 4.5. Maths, I don't do that in my head, I can tell you that. 28 split on 4.5. So that is equal to 6. So if we don't plug a 6 in here, that means we're plugging a 6 in here, and we can do this maths as well. So 3.5 times 6, that is equal to 6, 21. 21 plus 6 equals 27. Is that okay, or do we want to go the higher scale? Because I mean, this is 0.2222222. So there's an argument to do this for 7. So let's do that as well. 3.5 times 6. It still equals 21, obviously. Times, but we're gonna do times 7 this time, not 21 then. So 3.5 times 7 is 24. 24.5 plus 7. Let me just write this as 66 plus 6, so I know where I am. But what is this then? That is 24.5 plus 7 rounded up, so that is 32. Which one of these do we want? I don't want it to be as strong as this, so I think we're going on the lower end. So I think we're going to do 66 plus 6 for a total of 27. Seems about right. So one land on a CR1 creature, sort of, so 200 XP, right? 300? 200? 300? 200? No, it must be 200, right? Let's check a CR1 creature. No matter which. Yeah, 200. So, speed, I don't know. Speed, small creature, 20 feet, 30 feet, 25 feet. Yeah, most of them have 25, like tiny, 15, so small. Let's give it 25 feet and climb 25 feet. That means centipede, of course. Can centipedes burrow? Should I be able to burrow? Nah, I don't think so. Not for this one, at least. I mean, it's just gonna run away that way immediately. It's smart enough to sort of run away all the time. So, skills. All of these, as you have seen, have stealth. And so does this one, +6. And says it should absolutely have blind sense. Blind sight up to 15 feet. 20 feet. What did I give the beetle? 30 feet? Wow. Did I give it 30 feet? Yeah, okay. Sure. 30 feet. No, we're gonna give this one 15 because I think this should have dark vision as well. Dark vision. Or should it? No, it shouldn't. It's freaking sort of blind. No, dark vision 60 feet. Passive perception. Does this one is this one trained in perception? I think no, it wouldn't be. So it's an 11 for M2. Hello there. Nice to meet you. Pepsize B. I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. We are making some monsters. Glittering critters is what we're doing today. These are creatures meant to mess with your players in D&D. We are making a new one here. Name is still sort of up in the air. It's probably not going to be called that. It is going to be based on a centipede. Sight, sense, lang is just nothing for now. Yeah, there. Proficiency, it's +2. And then we have CR1, 200 EXP. Now for the fun stuff. We are gonna think about traits for this one. Obviously it has treasure camouflage, just like many of these have, but so Jeweled Mantis has treasure camouflage, meaning like it can coalesce into like a pile of coins and gems, while the gem crab is gem camouflage. It can only be gems, and coin beetle can only be coins. Now, good evening, hello there. And I'm sorry, I always trouble pronouncing those Vietnamese NGO names. Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the chat. Say hello to everyone. I do hope the music is not too loud or anything like that. Traits. So, camo. This one, what I'm thinking is this is gonna be like a bracelet. Imagine like this thing sort of coils around itself, sort of into looking like a bangle or a bracelet. Is that the word, bangle? Bangle? Yeah, sort of like these things, right? Bangle. Yeah, like a bangle or a bracelet. A thicker bangle like this. Sort of like this, right? These things are the things I'm thinking about. Is it no thicker one? Yeah, like this, sort of. That's sort of what I'm imagining this thing is gonna like coil and mimic, sort of. So Bangle. Sorry, my wife is asking if I've eaten. Hello, I'm thinking. Nice to see you here. Nice of you to join us here today. Again, I have to ask, as it's the first time I'm trying doing this with music, I hope the background music is not too loud. So Bangle camo or camouflage, not wearing too much. Sorry, my wife is asking if if I have eaten. Okay, good to hear. Good to hear. I wasn't sure. It's kind of hard to tell from my end. So. Okay, Bangle camo. So we have sort of this. Easiest thing for us to do is just grab what we have from before. So while motionless, the centipede is indistinguishable from shining bangle made of is metal by sight or touch. And you can obviously see that this document is where I'm just rambling out my thoughts, because everything is parsed in different things. I use notes here and notes there. These I parsed in just from finished product already. So yeah, they all have different styles. That's something I sort out later. Again, most of these should be pushed in here later on. It's gonna be looking a bit different for sure. If you have any questions or wondering why I'm doing certain things, feel free to just ask in the chat, guys. The more you ask, the more I know what you actually want to listen to. If you have any ideas for things we might be adding for this one as well, feel free to say so, and we can talk it out and see why it works, why it doesn't work. Alright, so we have that. We obviously also gonna have this one. Yeah, so sort of. It's sort of just a centipede, but not as well. It also has these consumption. If you have seen the other videos we have done this week, so for example, the coin beetle here has coin camouflage, motionless. It just looks like a gold coin by sight or touch, but it consumes one coin of the highest denomination within 5 feet. If it consumes a coin, roll a d4 at dawn. On a 1, a new coin beetle appears adjacent to the original one. So they eat and consume treasure. The beetle actually spawns. Might add spawning mechanics to the centipede as well. The gem crab I did not. It consumes gems, so most adventurers don't have that many gems. So I decided to, yes, it eats them, but it doesn't split into new ones just because. It's also a way to sort of make the players aware that something is going on. They do eat treasures, these creatures. For those of you who don't know, they are actually all inspired from the anime called Delicious in the Dungeon. They go into dungeons and for hijinks happens, and then they decide to eat monsters because they don't have any food. They don't have money to buy more food to go in the dungeons. That's sort of where this idea came from. Then I just added this because I like fucking with my players. I like screwing with them. It's kind of fun. And doing that with treasure is always a good way to do it, because at some point coins isn't really that shouldn't say all in, but in general coins kind of becomes obsolete pretty quickly in most D&D campaigns. So, but this one, just like the gem mantis, will be a treasure consumer instead. It's not gonna have to eat specifically bangles, even though that's what it camos as. But to maintain its camo, ability. I don't need to write this out. I have it here. Just make it easy for yourself, Joel. Just do this. We don't need to write if we already have stuff. So I don't know. I'm thinking. Did that sort of answer your question? So yes and no. It is sort of a normal centipede, but with the ability to eat your player's treasure. I hope that answers it. We are gonna base it on a sort of centipede, so we can always go in here like centipede, giant centipede. I'm gonna base it on this sort of the attack at least, so it's gonna have the poison ability. I might change the effect a little bit. Probably gonna do something around gold or metals and things like that. So this one, the size of it is just small. So think it's not tiny as a normal centipede, right? But it's quite large. It's supposed to be able to camo as a bangle, sort of something like this, something you would put around your wrist. So I put it as a small size. We might shift it up to medium size. I mean, the giant centipede is also a small beast. Again, we're sort of working around the same concept with these ones. Well, we need to change some names here. For now, we're just gonna do centipede. Need consume, but this needs not coins and gems. It is just like the dragons we looked at earlier. This one needs to consume precious metals, not coins specifically. Let's go up here again. Coins. It's not specifically coins for this one. For many of them, I think it makes more sense for this one to do that sort of because they camouflage themselves as coins and gems, while this camos as a bangle. So metals in generals and gemstones works better there. No, not that big. Though the artifacts, the Golden Monarch is probably about the size of, no, not that big, but almost the size of a dune sandworm for sure. No, my players are actually gonna fight something similar in size here in a while. In a few sessions, that would be sort of that size. Okay, so we have the camo abilities. Does it have any other traits? I don't think so. Again, because we kind of want to keep this fairly low. These are part of the critters. They're not gonna be higher than second CR2 monster, so they're not super hard to beat. We are gonna do actions, and we are just gonna do this. Again, always make this easy for yourself. If you have something that you're gonna base it on, copy that, rewrite it, and rework it. So we can see here, right? They're using the dex for this. It has +2. It has +2 proficiency, just like us. So we actually are gonna increase this to +6 because we have a +4 for our here. If it steals treasure and hides treasure, why don't you make it so it increase? Basically just because that becomes a bit too much to keep track of for the DM in general. It would be a fun thing to do for sure, like adapting it in that sort of way. I understand exactly what you're thinking there. I'm gonna do that at 15. Sort of like, yeah, if it consumes, let's say, mithril instead, its AC goes up and stuff like that. You could do that for sure. we don't have the color. Oh yeah, we need to add the color ability for this one as well, but it sort of becomes a little bit too fiddly for a DM to keep track of that always, because you don't know when it's gonna actually attack and things like that. But you could do that. That's also one of the reasons why I didn't do this thing for all creatures, like the spawn ability that the beetle has. I did it for the beetle just because beetles are small and they die in basically one hit always, even though they only do 3 points of damage and stuff like that. They can spawn quickly and become multiply, like it's an exponential curve, right? If you have one and you roll a 1, then you have 2, and then both of them, yeah, exponential growth. Yeah, it can be pretty overwhelming. I don't think we're gonna do paralyze here. I don't think it's gonna be poison per se. We could do something like, oh, it forces in molten iron, right? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Do some like fire damage instead. Yeah. Poison is also, a lot of things are immune to poison, so we're gonna go with that. And then I think we are gonna do not skills, so that would be here. It is damage immunity. Yeah, they're very similar to mimics for sure, absolutely. Fire. Meow. My cat is talking. I don't know if you can hear him in the background. Cold. I think that makes sense. It's immune to fire, but vulnerable to cold. So like it has molten blood, sort of. So this would still be Constitution saving throw. I think that makes sense. Or take 3d6 fire damage. How do I write that again? So I keep it consistent, because I'm gonna do yeah, so we're gonna do this sort of. Nope. And where do I have my molten breath? Here we have molten breath on a failed and half as much in a successful one. We shouldn't. No, actually. You don't take any damage at all if you save from this, I think. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it like that. We could sort of give it a spray ability with this as well. Let me think. No, because then we need to bump the AC. No, we can do molten spray. Molten spray. This is just gonna be HR. Long rest. How would we write this out? We would say something like once per day the centipede can no. So I was thinking of doing that as something else, but we're gonna do this as a range attack. I'll be back in a second. I think my cat wants to go out. Okay, we are back. Attack. It is also a +6 to hit. Reach. What would I think 30 feet range? Not to range. It is 30 to. Oh no, I'm gonna do 20. It's sort of small. 20 to 50. No, I have 2 cats. I have 2 dogs as well. 2 just, I don't know what you call it in English. We call them bondkatt in Swedish, like farmer's cat, just normal cats. And we have a teacup poodle, and we have a half Shiba Inu, half Fuquock Ridgeback dog as well. So we have quite a few animals. Feet. 1 creature. Now damage then. Hit. What would be the damage here? It's gonna be fire damage. It's not gonna be high, I think, but it's gonna be something ongoing on the other hand. So I think we're just gonna do this as, so that would be 2 as a 1d4. Taking 1 fire damage at the start of each turn. It's gonna be annoying. Can be stopped with an action. Basically, if you get hit by this, I'm gonna do some sort of a recharge mechanic around the treasure consumption. I think I don't want this to be used too often. No, I think that's fine. Yeah. Take 1d, so it kind of molten spit, I think it's gonna be called spell. Molten spit, yeah. I'm gonna do this even shorter actually. 10 to 40. Yeah. Cool. I think that sounds kind of awesome, right? So now we have 4 of these creatures. I don't know. Can we come up with a better name for this one? Something named around Bangle. Probably. Yeah. Just gonna call it a Bangle centipede. I think that makes sense. Bangle centipede. Cool, cool, cool. I don't think I have anything else I want to do right now. Not with these, I don't think. They're kind of done. Yeah, again, this one needs to be fixed just like the other ones. But that's no fun for you guys to sort of watch. I mean, do you have any other suggestions for monsters that you want to see? Just let me know. There's not too many people watching anymore. Too sad. Let me just check a few things here. I mean, we might end the stream a bit early. I need to parse this in here. I mean, we can sit and do that together. If you have any homebrews or anything you want me to check out, please send them my way as well. Or if you want to take a look at something else. Oh yeah, we are gonna, this was what I wanted to take a look at as well here on the stream today. We're making some new subclasses. Why is that like that? Okay, that doesn't matter. It should be 1 and 1. That makes more sense. So we could take a look at this for the last little bit of today's session, because I am gonna start a new one here as well. That's gonna be published here in a few weeks. If I thought I would show it off a little bit beforehand. I'm gonna be pushing it up on both on Facebook and on the Patreon here in the next few days for public playtesting. It's gonna be on Reddit as well and all those places just for playtesting, see if people like them. But we can go through them a little bit here first. So they're themed around ghosty things. First one here is a College of the Ghost Whisperers. It's a Bard subclass. Focusing on, let me see one thing. Did I not have that somewhere? Did I forget to change the names? I do this a lot. I need to double check this because I might have this as another thing. No? Or did I save that text somewhere else? Let me get back to you in a second here. I need to check one thing. Oh, that's a lot of things. Yeah, let me check one thing here because I thought I had some flavor text here somewhere. It might be somewhere else. Let me see if I can find it quickly. I might just have it in another document. Let me look around a little bit, see if I can find it, because I thought they were pretty cool. I think I found them. Yes, here it is. Let me parse this in. Let me see, somewhere there. And then let me see where that one is. Yada yada yada. There we go. I don't know where they went. I thought they were in here. Oh. I hate it when I do that. There we go. So let's take a look at these quickly. So, Ghost Whispers. In the College of the Ghost Whispers, bards learn to harness the ethereal melodies of the spectral realms, turning the whispers of the departed into a symphony of the unseen. These bards walk through forgotten catacombs and ancient ruins, where spirits linger, and silent stories await. To them, these places are stages for different kind of performance, where every ghostly echo is a note in grand unseen composition. Should be all on there. They believe that the world is not just shaped by the living, but also serenaded by the echoes of the past. Yeah, it's kind of cool. At least I think so. So, what do you get? Level 3. When you pick this, when you first pick this college, at level 3, when you perform, you can choose to create ghostly and spectral effects. This can be used to distract, intimidate, or entertain. You gain advantage on charisma performance checks while using this feature. So basically, just a way to give you advantage on performance checks. So more of a ribbon sort of ability more than anything else. We double check one thing here. I might have this in, because that seems like I updated that. Let me check my GM binder. Let's see. There we go, GM binder. Let's open this up. This, I don't know why this page is always so slow for me. I don't know if it's like that for anyone else, but for me it's always really slow. So I'm trying to step over to use home brewery instead, because I don't know, it just always loads so slowly for me. Come on. And let it roll there. Yeah, advantage, ghastly inspiration. At 3rd level, you can channel the essence of spirits to protect and aid your allies. As a bonus action, you can touch a creature and grant them a spectral shield, giving them temporary hit points using your bardic inspiration plus your charisma. So you roll your bardic inspiration, whatever that rolls, you add that to your charisma modifier, and they get temporary hit points for 10 minutes. Obviously, this feature uses your bardic inspiration. Only one creature can be affected by this at the time. So just another way to use bardic inspiration. It's sort of the opposite of the Valor one, where you can use it for damage. Here you kind of use it for defense instead. Level 6, obviously another sort of first one here, because you get 2. First one is sort of more a ribbon ability. You can see into the ethereal plane for a short time. Once per long rest, you can activate this ability as an action, allowing you to perceive both the material and ethereal plane for a minute. Really goes good if you're fighting ghosts and things like that. That's why it's okay. Let's try and see if we can log in. That's like a ghost and specters and banshees and those creatures. They can go into the ethereal plane and hide, so you can sort of still see them. And I think that's kind of neat. It's not a super useful ability, but it's a good one. This one is the good one, very useful for level 6. As an action, you call upon the spirits to guide you, or a creature that can hear and see you. So you need to be able to be heard and seen within 60 feet. For 1 minute, they gain advantage on all skill checks, not ability checks. There's ability checks, that goes for weapon attacks, initiative rolls and things like that as well. So these are just skill checks. That's pretty important. So I don't want to like move into the, I think it's the Valor Bard, does similar things, but for attacks and things as well. But movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity. So it can be really good to give to someone like a Bard, or sorry, not a bard, to a rogue or something like that likes to go in and out, so they can sort of use their cunning action to hide or dash or dodge instead of disengaging. A spectral entity whispers in the target's ears to guide them. Once this feature is used, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest, so you can't use it too many times, which means it's not too broken. Last ability. 14th level, you can summon a chorus of spirits to aid you. The ethereal chorus can cast Calm Emotion, Fear, and Phantasmal Killer once each without expanding a spell slot. They stay for 1 minute or until you lose concentration. Once you've used this feature, you can't use it again until a long rest. So basically you get 3 spells for free. Not too like strong spells, but things I kind of feel fit around the theme of a ghost, like sort of calming a spirit, sort of coming in and calming you, or causing you fear, or using the Phantasmal Killer, just looking like fucking something dangerous that will kill you. Yeah, I like it. So then we have sort of the opposite with the Ranger class. This is sort of like helping the dead, using them in a good way, while the Ghost Hunter subclass is the opposite. Ghost Hunters tread where the veil between worlds is thinnest. Ancient graveyards shrouded in mists, abandoned crypts echoing with forgotten tales, desolate ruins and shadowy corners where the undead linger. Yeah, they're basically a Ghost Hunter. Starting at 3rd level, you get access to additional spells at certain levels as per the table. These do not count as this spell counts as ranger spells for you and do not count against the number of spells you know. There should be one more here actually, because you don't get all of them. You can choose one from one for each level. So either you pick Dissonant Whisper or Protection from Good and Evil. This is creatures has disadvantage on you if they're undead and things like that. Dissonant Whisper is just you kind of sort of using the things you picked up from ghosts. See Invisibility, because a lot of those creatures again can be sort of in the ethereal plane, it counts as invisible then. And Silence, Bestow Curse, because again you're a Ghost Hunter, you picked up some occult shit, or Speak with Dead, because yeah, that makes sense. Banishment, of course. Greater Invisibility. Might change this up. It's not 100% doesn't fit the theme, it's just I kind of want something else there, and for now that's the best ability I sort of got from that. I know we looked at this last week as well. Contact Other Planes, again, fits. Same with the whole monster, fits. 3rd level, Ghostly Arrows. So, what does this give you? You gain the ability to infuse your arrows with spectral energy. You can choose to deal necrotic or radiant damage with your arrows. You choose each time you use this ability. That should be there. Your choice each time. So anytime you use this ability, you can do necrotic or radiant, and every time you use it, you pick. This feature can be used a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest. Against undead creature, this ability can be used an unlimited number of times. So yeah, you don't count it if you use it against a creature that is an undead creature. Spectral arrows do not rely on physical ammo, so basically even if you're out of ammo, you can still use this ability. Also, you get Detect Undead. At 3rd level, you can sense the presence of undead within a 60-foot radius of you, even if they are behind total cover. You will know the direction of the undead presence. This feature can be used a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, regaining every use after a long rest. It's basically the sense, divine sense, I think it's called, for the paladin, but it only works on undead. Oh, hi Cop. Cop Vids is here, not a YouTuber. He does some really fun videos with cops in the United States. Some fun stuff there for sure. Check him out later on if you have the time. Nice to see you here. We're just going over some of the subclasses we have made that will be published here in a few weeks. This is a ranger subclass, a hunter subclass. Ghastly, oh sorry, we have ghostly resistance. Oh, this should be at level, I don't know, at level, I think it is 7th level, not 7th level. 7th level, pretty sure that's it. 5e. Let's double check that. So we have that written out right, because I can see I've forgotten to do that. I'm pretty sure it is. Let's go to Ranger. Doesn't matter which one we're going to. Yes, 7th level. This is pretty cool. It ties back into the ghost arrow. So at 7th level, when you use your ghost arrow ability, you gain resistance to necrotic or radiant damage depending on what arrow you used. This lasts for 1 minute or until you used ghost arrow again. Only one resistance can be active at a time. So basically, if you use ghost arrow and shoot a necrotic arrow, you get resistance to necrotic damage. If you shoot a radiant, you get resistance to radiant. And lasts as long for 1 minute. It should be one, not text. Or until you use it again. Obviously, if you use, so think about it like this, right? Let's say you shoot a radiant arrow and don't use it again for 30 seconds, right? So half the time of this ability has run out. If you then shoot a radiant arrow again, the time will reset, obviously. So it's 1 minute from the last time you used it. And obviously, if you shoot a radiant, and next round you shoot a necrotic, then those switches again, yeah. So you can sort of time it right and things like that. Ghastly Wail. At 11th level, you can use an action to release a terrifying wail. All creatures within 30 feet that can hear you must make a Constitution saving throw or take 4d6 radiant damage. Why haven't I written that in here? Let's see, what is that? 3.5 times 4 maths. Where's my calculator? I don't want to do that in my head. 3.5 times 4 is 14. So average damage of 14. Yeah, no worries, Cubs. You do some fun videos for sure. Especially if people like the cop angle for sure. Sort of reminds me of, what was that TV show back in the day? I don't know if it still goes on. What was that called? Like Cops or something? It was just called Cops, right? Yeah. So you take psychic damage and become frightened of you. On a successful save, they take half damage and are not frightened. Immunity to being frightened does not apply against this ability for undead creatures specifically. You can use this once, this feature once, and you use it and can use it again by expending a spell slot of 3rd level or higher. Regaining the single use after a long rest. Oh, that needs to be parsed differently. But yeah, so obviously you regain all uses after a long rest as well, so you can use it again. There, it's not like one and done, of course. Last one for this one here is the Spectral Barrage. At 15th level, you can unleash a barrage of ghostly arrows as an action. Choose up to 5 creatures within 60 feet. Each creature must make a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC. On a fail, they take 4d8. Again, forgot to parse this, so that's 4.5 times 4, that's 18 on an average. See, this is why it's so good to do streams and go through this with you guys. So I remember to do these parsing things. Or necrotic damage, your choice, and is stunned or stunned until the end of your next turn. On a successful save, they take half damage and are not stunned. Undead creature has disadvantage on this saving throw. Additionally, undead creatures of challenge rating 1 or lower are paralyzed instead of stunned if they fail the saving throw. After using this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. So very much themed around hunting ghosts and things like that, but it's still, I think, immensely useful to fight other things as well. So you kind of don't want to lock it too much down to that. And it's the same with the Bard subclass here, right? Yes, it's themed around ghosty stuff, but you don't actually have to use ghosts for real, right? The next one here I want to work on is a druid sort of thing. So sort of like the druid, not circle of undeath, or I don't know what we would call that. Undeath? Circle of spirits, ghosts, specters. Circle of specters? No, circle of spirits. There is no circle called circle of spirits, right? Because I do feel like we want something like that. No. I think that sounds good. Circle of spirits. When the bard is more support, the ghost hunter obviously is more aggressive. So bard is not even support, it's more defensive. Yeah, if you look at its abilities again, right, the bard is yeah, it's much more defensive in nature for the most part, except for the last one. So I think like the spirits might be more guidance based and sort of yeah, more supportive in that sense. How we actually will do that, I don't know. But think about this. Would this be more? I think it would be more magical in nature, right? So where do druids start? Druid circles. Let's check. So let's just write out what we need first. So circles, we have second level, right? So second level. We need at 6th level. Is that the next one? Yes. 6th level. Which one is the next one? Druid circle feature is 10th level. 10th level. It's just so we know what we need to work on. 14th after that. 14th level. What is 14 the last one? Yeah. Okay. What is the archdruid ability again? Wild shape limited time. Additionally, you can ignore rumors magic. That's pretty cool. So, what is this? More leaning towards wild shape abilities or more spell casting? I don't know really. No, only one. Transform into undead with wow shape. Do we transform into undead creatures? Maybe. Or at least maybe we gain an ability like that at some point. Let's see, what is wild shape again? What creatures do we have up to that? Let's check. Where do we start? Yeah, quarter. Do we have any undead creatures here? Acolyte, Blink dog, no, no, no. Sprite, no. I thought it said spirit, no. Ah, zombies. Alright, wow. Would we be able to do that? Maybe. Or maybe that you gain this ability to your wild shape. Maybe. Wild shape gains the undead fortitude. Don't want the whole thing written there, but that could be kind of cool. What other undead creatures do we have? So we go up to one. Let's see. Shadow is an undead creature, right? Let's check. Shadow is an undead creature. Is there anything? Maybe get this or this? Yeah, let's do this. Okay, I sort of have an idea here. Let's write this down. Just it depends on if we find something at some cool undead creature here as well. Let's check that one as well. Does skeleton have anything? No, just okay. Okay, let's see. Do we have a cool undead creature here as well? Death dog, is that demon or it's monstrosity? Okay. Ghoul we have. Let's check on that one. Yeah, because that's the only one. Okay, ghoul doesn't have anything cool, but maybe you can just transform into a fucking ghoul at that level. Oh. Ooh, that's kind of badass. Maybe you can transform into a ghoul. That might be a thing. But no, because let's see, when did you get these things? 4th level, yeah. Okay, so we could use that there. So at 2nd level, you can gain undead fortitude for your wild shape. At 4th level, you can gain shadow stealth from the shadow. That's kind of a thing we could do. We could work around. That's kind of cool. I think maybe again spells as well. Let's check. Let's check some of the other subclasses. We're gonna use the normal one. We're not looking at these. Land is just spells. This is just not. So we're just gonna check the other ones, sort of to see what you get here. Now we're doing research, guys. Alright, so wildfire, you get magic and summon wildfire spirits. So this indicates that we could do both magic and adding something to the wild shape. So that's kind of cool. Circle of Dreams. Balm of Summer Court. What is this? 2nd level, you become. I don't really know much about this one. I don't think I've ever used it in any campaign. You become imbued with Blessings of Summer Court. You are fond of energy. As a bonus action, you can choose an ally. You can see and spend a number of those dice equal to half your druid level or less. Roll spend dice and add them together. Target gains a number of hit points equal to the target. Gains 1 per. Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool. Nothing really themed around what we want. I mean, yeah, you could do something similar, actually, but do it with spirits that just attack or something like that. Yeah, sure, we could do something like that. Maybe sort of like if we do sort of spirits. You have a number of spirits. What did they write? So, equal to your druid level. Today regain. We could do something offensive with our spirits. Equal to your druid level. Not so. Around you. I don't know. 15 foot. Each time enters an area, I must make DC, well, spell save. DC vs save or take 1d6 damage and 1d. Something like that, maybe. That could be kind of cool. That could be kind of cool as well. Sort of based on this, but the opposite, sort of like they do damage instead. Not this big area, obviously. We could extend the area as well. Sort of you can send them out, just an offensive thing with an action maybe. So this is bonus action. Yeah, it probably should be a bonus action. Not an automatic thing. That is true, but we put that there. Now we are really just spitballing ideas. Speak spirit totems. This doesn't seem like anything at all close to what we want. Nature spirits. I mean, it's sort of similar using spirits, but we are using undead. Circle, halo of spores, invisible, necrotic spores and harmless until you unleash them on a creature nearby. When a creature you can see moves into space, and 10 feet into starting the turn, you can deal. Yeah, this is sort of actually exactly what we did now, just a little bit different. I think ours work it anyway. Symbiotic entity. Okay. That's kind of cool as well. Star map. No guidance gun involved. Okay. No, but I mean, this just is a great start. I think we're gonna write maybe spells, maybe spells. There are a lot of like spells themed around spirits and ghosts and things like that that the druids don't have access to, so this could be a good way to give them access to that. We're not treading too much on anyone else's feet for sure. But I think that's sort of it for today, guys. I think this is where we are Let me just check. Sort of done with this for the most part today. Um, yeah. Thank you for coming here to the stream today. It was lovely having you here. But that is it, I think. Until next time, guys, remember, keep your dice rolling and your imagination flowing.